Hey, good morning, YouTube. Back with another episode of Stubs Sunday, and this week we're going to be going over some names that maybe aren't really being talked about a lot. I don't want to go over the ones that we already kind of know where they're at. Um, your Alex Bregman, stuff like that. We already know they're probably going diamond, and their price on the market is already there. There's not a lot of stubs to be made in there. So we're looking at other options to potentially make some stubs with the next player update. So I got some good names, I got some interesting names, and I also got some investment names to buy now while they're low, because I do believe they'll turn it around at some point here soon. So let's get into that. All right, the first name that was brought up this week, actually, in a comment on my last video was Freddie Freeman, and I was kind of looking at Freddie Freeman's market, and he's sitting at 12,000 to 13,490. And I thought, well, I don't usually like to recommend diamonds. Like, even Corbin Carroll right now is pretty much a quick sell, and Corbin Carroll's still killing it. I could see Corbin Carroll going up from this point, but I don't recommend. I mean, at quick sell, it's fine because he's not going down. So if you can get Corbin Carroll for quick sell or a stub or two higher, definitely go ahead and buy him because I think he's going to keep going up. But Freddie Freeman. So let's get into Freddie Freeman here. So I just happened to be going through the stat. And no, I'm not going through puberty. That's just a normal voice crack. I was happening to go through stats, and I was like, holy cow, Freddie Freeman is actually having a good year. He just gets lost because everybody talks about Shohei and the rest of the offense they got going out there. But Freddie Freeman is actually having a better season than Shohei Ohtani. 1,115 OPS is higher. His slugging is higher. His on base is higher. His batting average is higher. Yeah, he struck out almost half the time that Shohei struck out. He does have less homers, but he's got more RBIs. Like, this is crazy. Like, Freddie Freeman is returning to old Freddie Freeman, and he's doing it in less at bats than these other guys up here. Like, he's got, 40 less at bats than Shohei, and he's got more RBIs, and he's striking out a lot less. Like, Freddie Freeman has a chance to, potentially go up. So if we look at his card on the market, here it is again, 12,000 to 13,000. He's hitting for, some power. His contact, we got to go look and see what he's hitting against lefties. That's going to be the key. If he's getting hits against lefties, this card has a chance to really go up. His clutch is already really high. His vision's already good. That's a lot of the problem. We got to figure out how they can move this card up from where he's already at. So let's go take a look at. All right, so we go into splits. In case you don't know how to do this, for future reference, it's MLB.com. So we want to go look at versus left. He's hitting 364 with a 606 slug, 1,027 OPS. And he's got, 33 at bats against lefties. So it's not small sample. He has 2 homers against lefties. And usually Freddie is a reverse split kind of player. And he's kind of living up to that, but he's destroying righties this year. So could we see Freddie get some love here? I mean, his contact against right, his power against right definitely could get a bump. His power against left, no. But his contact against left could. I mean, they could bump this up a point or two, but the problem is, let's look at his price and then see at his current price if it's worth doing. So I clicked out of it. Freddie Freeman. Well, see, we're at 11,762 here. So yeah, I don't know if this is a good price because there's so many of them on the market. See, that's the thing. Like, even if he were to make it to 90, he would be a very low 90 because he's been low this entire time. So his card isn't going to instantly shoot up a bunch because he's, you know what I mean? Because he's hit 88 or 89. I mean, it'll shoot up a little bit, but look at a guy even like Mookie Betts, who, a lot of people think has potential to even go down more, or even Tariq Skubal. I mean, their price might go up some, but it's a very risky investment. I can't personally say that I would do it, but if you have a ton of stubs and you're confident that you think Freddie might go up a point or 2 points, you can make some stubs here. But I like Corbin Carroll much more. Corbin Carroll. Let's go back to the list here. Corbin Carroll is, there it is. Corbin Carroll is 8th in baseball on OPS, 959, 285, 601 slug, 14 dingers, 32 RBIs. So Corbin Carroll has a chance to keep going up. And right now, Corbin Carroll, I believe, is right around quick sell, right? Yeah, because 37.50 is quick sell. And there's not a lot of buy orders in there. So I'm not saying to go through all your stubs of Corbin Carroll, but I'm saying Corbin Carroll has a chance to keep going up. Power versus right is 78, versus left 57. Contact versus left. Let's go check out his stats versus left-handed hitting. If they're good at all, he's definitely going to get a bump. Let's go to splits versus left. 270, 444 slug. Well, only 2 of his 14 homers, 6 of his 32 RBIs are against left. So 777 OPS. I'm not necessarily, I mean, that's not enough to make me want to say that he's going to get bumped there, but I mean, overall, he's having a great season. He's young, and they love pushing these guys. So I would not be surprised if he gets at least another point or maybe 2, and then his quick sells, even higher. So if you could get him for quick sell, have at it. I would buy Corbin Carroll way before I would buy Freddie Freeman. All right, another name that I've had brought up a ton is Kyle Stowers, and yes, he's figured it out in Miami. They've unlocked something. He is having an amazing season. If we go look at the stats here, he is currently 9th in baseball at 947, OPS 568 slugging, 10 homers, 30 RBIs. He does have a lot of strikeouts, about 30% of his at-bats. He's hitting 304, which is really, really good, and he is a bronze. Now, how far will they push him? That's a good question. And right now, I believe he's at around 100. Let's look here. Yeah, 105 stubs. There's buy orders. Is he a hold for gold? Yeah, sure. I think he is. But it's his age 27 season. He's a good story. How high are they going to push him this time? Because he's definitely getting a bump. Let's go look at his vision could get a bump. All right, versus left-handed pitching this year, he's hitting 395 with a 500 slug, 915 OPS. He doesn't have any homers. He's got 6 RBIs, 38 at-bats, 167 OPS plus. So if we go look at his card, he's got 28 power versus left, 59 contact. I mean, he's getting a ton of offense here. 44 vision. He's going to get bumped up there. His clutch, he's got some big time homers this season. That could get bumped up. So where do I see him going? I don't believe he's going to get 15 points and go to gold. Not at all. But he's definitely going silver. How high is silver? I don't know. Is he a hold for gold? Potentially. I like him. And he seems to have figured out something there in Miami. So right now at 100 stubs or so, you can't go wrong because he's gonna continue to sell around that. So I don't think you're gonna lose any stubs. I think he's definitely one of those hold for gold type players. All right, one of my favorite players that I don't think is getting enough attention right now is Kodai Senga. If we go in here and look at his stats, he's got 1.8 WAR this season, 1.02 ERA, 1.173 WHIP. He's almost striking out a batter per inning. His numbers are insane. He's been on fire, like absolute fire here. A win against Arizona. He lost against Arizona and Washington, but he didn't pitch bad. Look at this: 0 earned runs, 2, 1, 0, 0, and he's getting losses, giving up 1 and 2 runs, which is actually insane. He's not getting any run support this year, but he is dominant. Let's not get it twisted. He is dominant. Let's go look at the strikeout numbers this season. Again, he's got 8.5 strikeouts per 9, 3.9 walks, which is a little high for him, but he's given up no homers. 0. Look at this, 0.2 homers. It's crazy. And 6.7 hits per 9. Really, really good. So let's go look at Kodai's card. Hits per 9 is already pretty good, but his homers per 9 could definitely get a bump. His walks per 9 could get a bump. So I like Kodai Senga a lot. And last I looked, he's above quick sell. It's just a matter of how many points we think he's going to get. But I think he's another one of those players that MLB the Show is going to want to push. You can see a lot of people are investing in him. Do I think he's going to get to diamond? He could. He 100% could. And then this is a great investment. But Kodai Senga is probably my favorite gold card to invest in. All right, as far as silvers go, there's some pretty good ones to look at, but then there's ones that are already, like Riley Green is pretty much there. Jesus Luzardo is there to the gold price already. Carson Kelly is just ridiculously priced. Buying him, I think that's crazy. If you get any Carson Kellys in your packs, sell them. 100% sell them. Paul Goldschmidt's definitely going back to gold. Now, how high he goes, I don't know. He's at a 79. He's definitely going to get some love. I could see him going 81 or 82, and then it's worth buying him at this price. But Yeah, and then there's George Springer. Now, he's someone we've been talking about a lot, and he's about half of gold price. Let's go check up on old George Springer. Where is he at? Man, is he falling off? Because he was on this first page, and he's not here anymore. But we see guys like Ben Rice, Spencer Torkelson, by the way, who was one of the very first players, along with PCA, that we talked about investing in this year. CJ Abrams having a really good bounce back year. I guess George Springer's kind of fallen off, huh? Let's go see if we can find him. Yep, there he is. 840 OPS. Yeah, he's definitely fell off. His on base is down, his slugging's down. Yeah, George Springer's come back down to earth, so yeah. Good thing we got out from underneath that. All right, another player that's gaining some traction is Mason Wynn. I don't think you'll see Mason Wynn, like his OPS. Let's see if we can find him. There's Brendan Donovan. All right, so if we go look at all players, he's at an 805 OPS, 362 on base has come up. His slugging's coming up. His average is coming up. He's starting to play well. Ever since they moved him in the 2-hole in the lineup, he's really started taking off. He's past Newt Bar. Pozo has only played, 42 at bats. To JC 41 at bats. He's back in the minors. And then there's this guy. This is the main one I want to talk about, though. Ivan Herrera. He's only got 46 at bats. But look at this OPS. Highest in baseball. He's just not qualified. 870 slug, 472 on base, 413 average. This is Aaron Judge numbers. 10 strikeouts in 46 at bats. Like, this guy right here might be the next big thing in MLB. And I am a Cardinals fan, but I am not trying to hype him up or try to lie to you guys. Let's just go look at Ivan here. I was disrespecting my own player. He's already a silver. I should have known that because I have a ton of them. All right, so Ivan Herrera is currently sitting at 281. As you can see, people are, look at this, 1,500 buyers at 279. Like, people know. Like, people are starting to know. Let me go see. I think I bought him. You see, I have 132 of them, but I was buying him at 150 earlier in this week. And as you can see, I should have put out an emergency, just a TikTok or a short video for YouTube just to say to buy him when he was at that price. But he's already approaching, what, 3/4 of the gold price. I definitely think they're going to push him to gold this update. But is he a hold for diamond? With the way he's swinging the bat? Possibly. I still think Ivan Herrera is a good investment at this price because I do think he's going to go gold this update. He's just crazy right now with the bat. So clutch. And if they move him up to the number 4 spot, if they switch him and Nolan Arenado around, which they probably should, his offensive numbers are going to get even more crazy. But I like Mason Wynn. I'm not sure he's going to get enough to go gold this update, but let's just go take a look again where we had him at. So yeah, Mason Wynn is already at a 78. He's 183 to 211. He's hitting homers against righties. He's got 39 power against right. They could definitely bump that and get him to gold. I think Mason Wynn, actually, let's just go look at his splits. Let's just go look. Like I said, he has missed some time. He was injured, but let's go take a look at his splits against righties. Yeah, 4 of his 5 homers are against righties. He's slugging 561 versus right hand. I mean, he's doing all of his damage because, which is weird. He has reverse splits, like crazy reverse splits. So, right now his contact is a little higher against right, but his power was lower. This is definitely getting adjusted, but this power against left could get adjusted too. So I don't know. I like him to go gold this time. But it just depends. Like, it's tricky, right? SDS is very cautiously. I like him. He's definitely a hold for gold. I like him more as a buy this week, almost more than Ivan Herrera. Almost. It's really close, though. I think both of them could go gold. But again, SDS, sometimes they just don't feel the same way. He is 22, man. It's crazy how young these Cardinals are, too. But yeah, this power versus right could definitely go up. They could also adjust the left, and it could even out. So they may just move him to 79. I don't know, but I like Mason Wynn and Ivan Herrera. All right, Spencer Torkelson, 184 to 224. Another guy that I like a lot. He's about half price of gold, but let's go look at his stats this season. Spencer Torkelson hitting 238, 346 on base percentage for an 877 slug, 12 bombs, 35 RBIs. He's even got a stolen base. He's cooled off a little bit. He's still hitting homers, but yeah, his overall stats are pretty good. I still think he's a hold for gold. He's just got to get it going again. He had, like I said, he has cooled off a little bit. That's why his price has come down. But he's definitely a good investment player, in my opinion, especially at his price right now. I like him a whole lot. Rafael Devers has started to pick it up again. Where is he at on here? You know, I have not looked at his card in a little bit, but he is starting to catch fire. Oh, he's way up already. Yeah, people are already in on him going back to gold. So skip Rafael Devers. My bad. I don't see him getting to diamond, but he's definitely going to go back to gold here soon. All right, another young player that I like a lot, CJ Abrams. He's at 154 to 246. He's a 76 overall. Let's click on his card here. And then we'll look at his stats. CJ Abrams, he's in the top 20 in OPS now. 882, 360 on base, 301 average, 6 homers, 9 stolen bases. And as you can see, the last 30 games, he is just absolutely on fire. Now, he is another young player. Actually, he's 2 years older than Mason Wynn, which is crazy to me because I always talk about how young he is. But Mason Wynn's only 22 as well. That's actually crazy, but let's go take a look at his splits and see where we might be able to find some points for CJ here. So CJ has 68 contact, 73 against left, 68 power, right, 51 against left, 68 vision. All right. So against lefties, he's hitting 292, against righties, 307, slugged 500, 534. On base, he's getting on base a little more against righties. His OPS is higher against righties. So you could see a little bump here. Let's look at the power here. Where's his power at? Home runs. He's actually got more homers versus right than he does left. So that bodes well. Get a little power there. You know, his vision. What's his strikeout rate looking like? Strikeouts. All right. Strikeouts. 31 strikeouts in 136 at bats. So it's not too bad. He could get a little vision bump, especially with this average and everything too. He's got 9 stolen bases. He's been caught twice. He's got 75 speed, 86 steal. So maybe they give him a little bump in speed too. So I don't think this is a bad investment. He's definitely a hold for gold. All right, Geraldo Perdomo I think is another sure shot at a gold. As you can see, he's top 25 now in OPS. What's really impressive is his on base at 402. He's hitting right around 300, and he doesn't strike out a lot. So as you can see, his price is getting there. He's about 100 subs less than gold. So definitely not someone I would buy, but unless you want some sure thing stubs maybe, and there's still a little bit to be made there, 93 per card, I guess. But yeah, I've had him mentioned this week, and I just think he's too high right now. All right, Nathan Eovaldi at 1913 to 2100. This guy is mentioned all the time. So I broke it down into whip. He's still number 1 in baseball in whip. 65 strikeouts and 61 innings pitched, 161 ERA. He's got a complete game shutout, only 11 earned runs. I mean, this is insane. He's only walked 4, given up 3 homers. Can he get enough love to go diamond? It'd only be a little over 1,000 per card at this point because he's 1913. It'd be about 1,100 per card. Can he get there though? Sure. Where's he going to get the bump though? Hits per 9, 81. Walks and hits per 9 at 0.77. So his walks per 9 is at 80. His hits per 9 is at 81. So it's pretty good. His K per 9 definitely could get a bump. I mean, he's striking out more than a batter an inning. So definitely could get a bump there. His clutch definitely could get a bump. Like, I want to say he's a sure thing diamond. Like, but it's so hard to recommend buying him because of the price. It's kind of a high risk, decent reward kind of deal. You know what I mean? Joe Ryan. His price is actually, I believe his price is even higher than Eovaldi's. Let's just go look, but I'm pretty sure as of this morning, he was pretty close to, he's right there. He's 300 off. He's definitely going diamond. But if you say Joe Ryan, who has, well, his strikeout rate's a little better actually. If you go look, 52 innings pitched, he's right there. So I guess I would take him as a more sure thing even. And same thing with Hunter Brown. I'm going to believe Hunter Brown is probably tapped out as well. Well, no, he's about the same as Eovaldi. A little higher than Eovaldi. So, I mean, Hunter Green is hurt right now. So I can't I can't recommend him. Otherwise, you know, he'd be right there. Brian Wu having a great season. Okay, so he's at 83. So he's almost double your Stubs. Let's go check out Brian Wu here. Now, could he get some love? He's got 81 hits per 9. 58 Ks per 9. How's his K per 9 looking? 50. He's basically 1 per inning. His whip is great. 4 homers. What's his home run per 9 looking like? 69. He could get some pitching clutch. Now maybe, you know, I'm starting to talk myself into Brian Wu here. Let's go look. You know, he's got a decent amount of buy orders at about half diamond here. This just doesn't make any sense. So look at this. Look how close the prices are. This is crazy. Like, man, I don't know. I'm kind of talking myself into Brian Wu being a good investment this week. Max Fried is still a decent investment. I think people are much higher on him than I am, though. Let's just go look. I kind of like Brian Wu a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go look at Max Fried. Yeah, he's about 1,000 off, and he's an 82. And Brian Wu is an 83. Who do we like more here? I mean, Max Fried has less strikeouts per 9, a little less whip. Average against is a little bit better. ERA of 111 for Fried. That's really good. Wu is 284. That's Wu's problem, is the runs given up, I guess, compared to Max Fried. His runs given up. Yeah, I don't know. They're pretty close, but Max Fried's an 82. Brian Wu's an 83. Brian Wu's a little younger. Man, this is interesting. This is very interesting, but I think I would recommend Wu over Fried for the price point and where they're at. The rest, these top 3 are already tapped out. And as you can see, Jacob deGrom was someone I mentioned in stream. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. Sometimes I give stream bonuses, and we made a ton of stubs off him last update because nobody had him. We were buying him at quick sell all day, the day before stream. Matthew Liberatore, 1.01 whip, 226 average against. His strikeouts per 9 is coming up. He's not walking anybody, which is actually insane. Only 2 home runs. So let's go take a look at Matthew Liberatore. Yeah, look at this. 74. Look at this. Like, literally nobody is paying attention to Matthew Liberatore. But look, 37 pitching clutch. That's going to get a bump. 63 hits per 9. Let's go look. Where is Libri at here? Actually, let's just go see if they got his stats. They do have his stats. Great. His hits per 9 is at 7.77, lowest in his career. Home runs per 9, 0.39. What is his home runs per 9? Look at 76. That could definitely get a bump. Walks per 9 is at 71. Let's go look at walks per 9. 1.36. His lowest. K per 9, his highest. OPS against, his best. Slugging, his best. On base, his best. Yeah, dude. Like, Matthew Liberatore is having quietly a great season. I almost didn't even want to mention him today because I'm kind of selfish with that. But yeah, 6 points away from a gold. And look at this. Look at this. Look at it. You can actually buy these. Look at this. This is actually insane. So I wasn't going to mention him. This was the last player I was going to talk about today. I wasn't going to mention him. I was going to be selfish. But I love you, YouTube. So I'm going to throw Matthew Liberatore out there. Like, if this guy doesn't go at least 78, I don't know what to say. And he's only 25 still. This guy's been around for a while, right? The Cardinals traded Randy Arozarena to get him. And he's been around for a while, and he's just now, you know, he's 25, and he's figuring it out. You know what I mean? He's finally figuring it out, and he's going to be an all-star this year at the pace he's at. And yeah, Matthew Liberatore. That's your best investment / best buy of the week. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you take advantage of it. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. If you have some more players that I overlooked, leave them in the comment section below and we'll discuss it. Let's help everybody get that stub count up. I got lucky yesterday and I was doing the mini seasons and I opened Aaron Judge. I'm already live series collect, so I sold, or complete, so I sold him, obviously, and I've been investing in stubs. We're sitting at almost 400K. I have a lot invested right now, especially in Von Herrera, Matthew Libertor, and others. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, leave comments, leave likes, share this video with your friends. Get me out there. Share it, share it, share it. Wherever you are on the internet. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook groups, whatever. Share these videos. Let's get more people in here. And until next time, you can catch me right here. Same Buck time, same Buck channel.